Alright, what's up guys, it's Dallas here, and today we are back for another XPixel tutorial. Today in this video, we are going to continue on the top right side, except for we are going to start right here in this video. Now, I had tried doing this before, originally starting here, but I had messed up. I'm hoping that this time I won't mess up. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So, I'm going to grab us an oak wood log here, and we're going to place this on top of this granite over here to the far right. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to grab us some gray terracotta. We're going to need us a dark oak wood log. We're going to need us black terracotta. We're also going to need brown terracotta and a nether brick block. We're going to place us to the left of the oak wood log, gray terracotta. Okay, and then to the left of that, we're going to place us a dark oak wood log. On top of dark oak wood log, we're going to place us black terracotta. And then to the left of the dark oak wood log, we're going to place us a note block. On top of the note block, we're going to take us brown terracotta, place it on top of there, and then place gray terracotta on top of the brown terracotta. To the left of the brown terracotta, we're going to place us a nether brick block, and then we're going to place us underneath the nether brick block, gray terracotta. Underneath the gray terracotta, we're going to place us a note block. To the left of the gray terracotta, we're going to place us a nether brick block, and then to the left of underneath the nether brick block, we're going to place us gray terracotta. Next thing we do is we're going to place a dark oak wood log underneath the gray terracotta, and then we're going to take us a bookshelf and we're going to place that underneath the dark oak wood log. We're going to place to the left of the bookshelf gray terracotta, and then on top of the gray terracotta, we're going to place this up to nether brick blocks. To the left of the nether brick blocks, or on top of the gray concrete, we're just going to go all the way up with the gray terracotta. And there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically build the outline to this upwards, and then work on filling the rest of this in pretty much. That's why I want to do it this way, so that way I can get more done. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab gray concrete, gray terracotta, and I'll grab bedrock just in case. So starting off, oh wait, and I'm also going to need gray wool. I'm just going to fly up because I have it right here. Okay, so starting off, we're going to start on top of this oak log right here and place us gray wool on top, and then gray concrete on top of the gray wool. Then we're going to place us gray terracotta on top of the gray concrete, and then place up 3 gray concrete on top of the gray terracotta. On top of the gray concrete, we're going to place up 2 gray terracotta. And then to the right of the top gray terracotta, we're going to take us cyan terracotta. So let me grab cyan terracotta right here and place up 2 to the right of the top gray terracotta. Okay, then we're going to place us gray wool to the right, or on top of the cyan terracotta, and then place gray terracotta on top of the gray wool. We're going to place bedrock to the right of the gray terracotta, and then place us 2 gray concrete on top of the bedrock. On top of the gray concrete, we're going to place us gray terracotta, and then I need to sneeze, and it's gone. Wait, no, I don't know. Excuse me, there we go. Oof, that's the worst feeling ever. It's so satisfying to sneeze though after you finally get it out, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to the right of the gray concrete. We're just gonna place us arcana wood log to right of it, and place arcana wood log on top of it facing upwards like that, and then break the other one that was underneath. Then we're gonna take us gray concrete powder. Okay, so let me place that on top of the arcana wood log. My music is messing up, I'm not liking this. Come on, you can load. Come on, computer. I have no idea why I'm using my computer for music when I can use my phone. It's sitting right here in front of me. Okay, I'll change that later on. Anyway, we'll go ahead and place gray concrete on top of the gray concrete powder, and then place gray terracotta on top of the gray, on the top of the gray concrete. Then we're going to do the same thing that we did before with the arcane wood log, to have one facing upwards to the right of the gray terracotta, and then place bedrock on top of the arcane wood log. We're going to place gray wool on top of the bedrock, and then gray concrete on top of the wool, and it should link up like that. And now we have this giant gap right here that we can go ahead and work on fixing up everything inside of it. Okay, so pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to start off at the very bottom down here. So we're going to start off, let me clear out hotbar. We're going to grab our usual stuff: black wool, black concrete powder, black coal block, and then black concrete. We'll also grab gray terracotta just in case. We're going to start off by placing on top of the black terracotta coal blocks up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One to the left at the very top, and then place black wool underneath the one at the very top. To the right of the coal blocks, starting at the very bottom coal block, we're gonna go up 1, and then to right at the very top, we're gonna, okay, let me reword what I'm trying to say. At the very bottom coal block, we're gonna go up 1, and then to right, you're pretty much gonna go up 2, or we're gonna place 2 black wool going up 2. Hopefully that makes sense. Sorry, taking a little water break. In between the gap underneath the black wool, we're gonna place black concrete powder, and then on top of the black wool, we're gonna place up 2 black concrete powder. On top of black concrete powder, we're gonna place us black wool. To the left of the black concrete powder, we're gonna place us 3 black wool going to the left. Underneath the left black wool, we're gonna place us black wool. On top of the left black wool, we're gonna place up 2 black wool. To right of the black wool, we're gonna place us 2 black concrete powder. On top of the black concrete powder, we're just gonna place 1 wool on top of both of them. Now on top of that wool, we're gonna place 1 black wool on top of there. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go try to decide what I want to do next. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way up here to the left of this coal right here. Actually, we're gonna go yeah, we're gonna go to the left of the coal sticking out right here. We're gonna go down 3 black wool right here, so 1, 2, 3, and 1 to right in the very middle, and then up left diagonal from this black wool that we placed to the left of the coal, we're gonna go up 2 black wool, and then in between this gap, we're just gonna fill that in with black wool. Alright, so now in the rest of the little gaps that we left down here, we're basically, what we're gonna do is we are going to go ahead and fill all the gaps in with black concrete powder. So right, that little gap, that gap, and the gap over here to the left, we're gonna fill all that in with black concrete powder. So pretty simple. Let me just change what I'm listening to real quick. One sec. Alright, so yeah, we're just gonna go and fill all this in with black concrete powder. Like this. There we go. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what I want to do next. But so far we got the bottom part done, and now we're just working our way up. So I'm not going to continue with the outline because I don't want to screw anything up. Now that we already got the bottom part done, pretty much what I wanted to do is alright, we're going to start off on top of this coal block right here, and I'm going to work from here pretty much. On top of the left coal block, we're gonna go up 4 black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. One to left, or one to right, very top, and then place block of coal underneath it. We're gonna go down to very bottom coal blocks, upright diagonal, place gray terracotta. On top of the right coal block, or not coal block, on top of the right black wool block, we're gonna place this gray terracotta on top of there, and then place black concrete powder on top, and then place us black wool on top of the black concrete powder. Let me drink some water real quick. Alright, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here all the way down here to the right of this black wool right here and place us up 3 gray terracotta. As I said, I wasn't gonna do the outline. I'm doing part of it because I actually need it right here. So we're gonna grab us gray wool, gray concrete, and gray concrete powder and bedrock. So we're gonna take the bedrock, place it on top of the cyan terracotta, then place gray concrete powder on top, and then place gray wool on top of the gray concrete powder, and then place gray concrete on top of the gray wool. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take us our black concrete powder. We're gonna make it even with, we're just gonna fill it all the way up from on top of this gray terracotta on the far right. We're gonna build all the way up to where it's even with the gray terracotta right here at below this black concrete powder. So we're just gonna fill in this entire gap, make it like this. And we can just fill in these little gaps right here as well. Okay. So starting in the middle, black concrete powder, I'm gonna place this up to black wool. So 1, 2. On top of that black wool, we're gonna go up 2 blocks of coal. So 1, 2, and then on the place 1 block of coal to right of each block of coal on the place there. On top of the left coal block, we're gonna go up to black concrete. Right, that black concrete at the very top, we're gonna place this 2 black concrete going to right. Go down 2 black concrete, 1, 2, and then place 1 to right at the very bottom. And then between in the little gap, we just fill that in with black concrete. Next thing we're gonna do is to the left of the top black concrete, we're gonna go up 4 up 4 coal blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. To the left of the, okay, so we're gonna go from the very top coal block, go down 1, and then to the left of it, we're gonna place this black wool. On top of the coal block, we're gonna go up 3 black wool at the very top of the coal block. So 1, 2, 3. To the left at the very top, we're gonna go 2. To the left at the very top, 1, 2, and then 1 to right at the very top as well. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna place those coal blocks going to the right. We're gonna place coal blocks going to right on top of the black concrete, going up 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That was 3 times right there. And then starting off at the very top coal block to right, we're gonna go down 2 coal blocks. So 1, 2. On top of the far right third, the one that we did 3 on, we're gonna place black wool on top of, and then place gray terracotta on top of it, and then we're gonna place gray terracotta to right of it, and then down right diagonal, we're gonna place gray terracotta once more. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do In between this gap right here we're gonna fill this all in with black concrete powder. So we're just gonna go ahead, take all of this black concrete powder, just go ahead and start filling all of this in like this. So we're just gonna kind of fill all this in with black concrete powder. There we go. Okay, now that we got that all filled in, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take us we're gonna take us our black wool, and we're gonna go underneath the gray terracotta up here, and we're gonna go down 4 black wool underneath the gray terracotta to the far right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go up 1 from the bottom, 1 to left. Boom, black wool. Here to the right at the very bottom, black wool. We're gonna place us 3 black wool to the right at the very bottom. On top of the black wool in the middle, we're gonna place this black wool. Up left diagonal, we're gonna place this black wool, and underneath the black wool, we're gonna place us a coal block. On the upright diagonal, we're gonna place us black wool, or not black wool, gray terracotta. My bad. Okay, underneath the far, or on the far right, what you may call it? On the far right, black wool, we're gonna place this black wool down right diagonal. Underneath that black wool, we're gonna place us coal blocks going down 3, 1, 2, 3, and then place black wool underneath that, going to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down right diagonal 1, and then going to right 2 more to right, down to right of where we went down right diagonal. So 1, 2, and then we're gonna go to the middle of where we went down right diagonal and place 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 on top of the far right one. We're gonna go underneath to the lowest black wool on the far right and go down right diagonal twice, going down 2, so 1, 2. Okay, and there we go, we're done with that part. For now, let's go over to the where we said it's the lowest part where we went down left diagonal based off of. We'll go underneath it, place this gray terracotta underneath the far left one, 1 to the right of there, and then go down right diagonal from the gray terracotta and place 1 to the right like that. To the left of that gray terracotta, we're gonna place this 4 gray concrete to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then place a cyan terracotta. So let me go grab that real quick. We're gonna place that up left diagonal from the gray concrete, and then up left diagonal from the cyan terracotta, we're gonna place this gray wool up left diagonal. In between this little gap, we're gonna fill this all in with black concrete powder. Alright. To the left of this coal right here, the coal blocks, at the very bottom, we're gonna go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. To the left of the top coal block, we're gonna go down 2, 1, 2. To the left of the top coal block, we're gonna go down 3, 1, 2, 3. To the left of the coal block at the very top again, we go down 2, 1, 2. To the left of the top coal block, we're gonna go up 2 in between this little gap. Okay. So now we're actually gonna have to do the outline because we're gonna use black concrete powder and it'll fall if we don't. So it's kind of what I was trying to get to. Let's hope I don't mess up here. Okay, so we're gonna take our cyan terracotta, place that to right at the top, gray terracotta right here, and place gray wool on top, up to gray concrete on top of the gray wool, and then place gray wool on top of the gray concrete. On top of gray wool, we're gonna place gray concrete powder on top of gray wool, and then place gray wool on top of the gray concrete powder. On top of the gray wool, we're gonna place gray concrete powder on top of gray wool, but now on top of the gray concrete powder, and place gray wool on top of the gray concrete powder. we're going to place bedrock to the right of the top, to the right of the gray wool, the very top, and then I'm going to place gray concrete to the right of the bedrock at the very top as well. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to place an arcana wood log underneath the gray concrete, and then place one arcana wood log to the right of the arcana wood log, facing upwards, or yeah, facing upwards. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we are going to take us light gray wool, and take our light gray wool and replace it down right diagonal twice from the arcana wood log. So 1, 2. Then we're going to take us coal ore and place a coal ore on top of the second light gray wool, and then up left diagonal from the coal ore we're going to place us gray concrete powder. On top of the gray concrete powder we're going to place this up to black wool. In between these gaps right here we're going to go and fill this all in with black concrete powder. There you go. Alright, so we're going to take a cyan terracotta and we're going to place cyan terracotta underneath the gray terracotta over here on the far right. And then we're going to take us gray terracotta, and down right diagonal from the cyan terracotta we're going to place us 2 gray terracotta going to right, and then on top of the right one we're going to go up 3 gray terracotta, 1, 2, 3, and then place gray concrete on top of the gray terracotta. And then we're going to take us gray wool and we're going to place that on top of the gray concrete. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take us bedrock and place it on top of the gray wool. Okay, and then last but not least, we're going to go and take us gray terracotta on top of the black wool and bedrock on top of the gray terracotta. Okay, and I'm not going to do any more of the outline for now until I get more done of the main part. Like I said, I was just doing that just to kind of get the get it where I could, get up to this point. I don't know how, it's hard to explain because some of these parts, like where I had to do the outline, have black concrete powder, so I want it to fall, and then I still need to do it anyway, so I might as well do it along while I'm working on it. Okay, so let me drink some water real quick. Okay, so in between these these 3 little gaps right here, we're gonna put black concrete powder. Just gonna go and fill all these in with black concrete powder. There you go. And then let's go ahead and get right back to building. So, starting in between this gap right here, we're gonna place us up to black concrete powder, and then we're gonna place us up left diagonal from the black concrete powder, black wool going to the right, 3, 1, 2, 3. On top of the right black wool, we're gonna go up to black wool, 1, 2. To the left of the black wool, and place us up to place up to coal, 1, 2. Then place black wool on top. To the left of it, we're gonna place up 3 coal blocks, 1, 2, 3. Then place up 2 black wool on top of the coal blocks. Actually, let's place 2 more black wool on top of the black wool we just placed. Because to the left of the black wool at the very top, we're gonna go all the way down to where it's right here next to the other coal block right here. Underneath those coal blocks we went down, we're gonna place down 2 black wool, 1, 2. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go 1 above the tall coal block up here. Actually, we're gonna place black wool on top of the coal block where we went all the way down, and we're gonna place to the left of that black wool a coal block, and we're gonna go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then place black wool underneath it. Up left diagonal, we're going to place this black wool, and then place up to block of coal on top of the black wool, and then place black concrete on top of the coal blocks, and then place up to coal blocks on top of the black concrete, and then place black wool to right at the top. Black wool on top of, or to the right of the top coal block. To the left of the black concrete, we're going to place this block of coal, and then underneath that block of coal, we're going to place this black wool. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to fill in this gap right here with black concrete powder. We can go ahead and fill all this in. Oh shoot, that is the one thing I didn't want to do. Drop black concrete powder. Alright, let's go ahead and put all this in. Just keep filling all this in like that. Over here on the right side, just go up 2 with black concrete powder to right, like that. Don't go any over that. Okay, let me drop down and grab this real quick. Alright, let's see how we're doing on time real quick. Honestly, I think this might be a good place to end, and then in the next video we come back and we continue working on this part. This part is going to be we're leading into our biggest section up top, so yeah, I think that'd be good to continue into the next video for, because we're basically once we hit about right here, we're to go into our biggest section right here pretty much. So I'm gonna hold that off for next video, and yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hopefully you enjoyed us again in the next video, and I will see you guys later on. Bye.